Hi everyone and welcome for our class. I hope all of you are doing well. First, I want to thank you for your attention and your participation. I am so proud of you. Okay, so please bring your book and let's start. Okay, guys, so bring your book and open it page 92. Page 92. Great. Today we will talk about the science of habits. The science of habits, okay? So, as you know, we have good habits and bad habits, okay? Habits is something that we do regularly without thinking of, okay? So, we have two types of habit, good habit and bad habit, okay? طبعا habit معناها عادة, okay? So if you have a bad habits, so work to replace it. Okay, try to replace the good habit with, the bad habit with good ones. Okay, and if you want to acquire or have a good habit, a new habit, for example, you can do the same thing for 40 days. And then you will acquire this habit. Okay, so the habit is something you do it regularly and without thinking of. هي العادة. Okay, so if you want to acquire, إذا كان بدك تكسب عادة جديدة, you can do it for 40 days لمدة 40 يوم, so you will have it. Try to do this. Okay, and if you want to acquire a new habit, please don't give up and be persistent. Okay, حاول انك تكون patient, صبور and disciplined if you want to have a new habit. And also don't multitask يعني ما تعمل أكتر من شغلة حتى ما يأثر على تفكيرك, فإنه focus on something, one thing. Okay, take risk, change course if you have to. حاول إنك تعمل شي جديد. So that's it. These are some good habits you can do. Okay, so for example, you can wake up early in the morning. إمكانك تعمل هاي كعادة عندك يومية. Wake up early in the morning. Brush your teeth daily. Always speak the truth. Respecting elders. Reading books. And I think this one is a good one. Okay, so you can start off this routine. You can, for example, read for about 10 pages daily or about 14 minutes. Okay, so you can start with this at night before you sleep. I think it's a good one. Yeah, so try to read it or try to do this. Okay, and also praying to God daily. It's also a good one. Um, Going early to bed in night, okay. So it's a good habit, I think. And that's it. So try to do one of these or make it as a good habit. Okay, so open your book, please, in page 92. Okay, so we have here the sense of habits. We will listen to the audio and then we will circle the correct answer. We have here three sentences. We will listen and then we will circle to the right answer. Okay, so I will read them for you. The first sentence: people form habits when they repeat or see the same actions many times. So people form habits يعني هم بيعملوا العادات when they repeat لما يكرروا or see لما يشوفوا the same actions many times. Okay, 2. Habits make us think more, إن نفكر أكتر, or think less, نفكر أقل when we do certain things. 3. A cue is something that makes us do or stop habit. cue زي بمعنى إشارة. Okay. And the second question اللي هو true or false. Okay. We will read 4 sentences and then we will put true on the right sentence and put false on the wrong sentence. Okay, so the first one: the brain makes us want to eat sweet or salty food. العقل هو بيجعلنا نفكر أو إنه ناكل sweet or salty food، أكل حلو أو مالح. You feel like you are eating more when you use a bigger plate. إنه بتشعر إنك أنت ممكن تاكل أكتر إذا كان الصحن أكبر. One way to eat healthier is to mix different kinds of food. طريقة إنك تجعل تاكل بطريقة صحية أكتر، إنك تخلط أكتر من نوع من الطعام. And the fourth one, you should start a meal with your favorite food. لازم تبلش وجبتك بأكلة مفضلة إلك. الميلز هما breakfast, lunch and dinner. Okay, so please listen carefully and then try to answer this. Okay guys, so you will listen to me, okay? And while you are listening, try to answer the sentences. Are you ready? Okay, so let's start. So exercise 2/22. Okay. Habits are powerful. You form habits when you repeat the same actions many times. For example, after you walk the same way to school a few times, you know the way without thinking. It becomes a habit. Bad habits, such as overeating or watching too much TV, are behaviors we should avoid. But sometimes it's difficult to stop these bad habits. There is usually something that makes us do a habit. We call this a cue. For example, John walks past the candy store every day on the way to school. He has a habit of buying chocolate bar each time. To stop his habit, John can try to avoid the cue, such as by walking a different way to school. So please try to answer the three sentences. Uh, you can go back and listen to it one more time if you want. Okay, good. Just to clear something, الكيو هي مثل signal، مثل الإشارة، هي بتخليك أو بتحفزك إنك تعمل هاي الhabit. Okay, so to avoid this habit or to avoid the cue, you can just stop this habit by trying something different. Okay, so in the example that you listen, that John every day uh, has this habit اللي هي of buying a chocolate bar, okay, each time on the way to school. So to stop this habit or to stop this cue, John can try to avoid this by just walking different way to school. Okay, now you will listen to the second audio to answer the second questions. Okay, you have here four sentences, true or false sentences. Okay, so I will read it for you. Okay, so food habits are okay, now we will talk about food habits، العادات الغذائية. Okay, so food habits are some of the most common habits people have. We taste food with our tongue, but our brain helps us recognize different kinds of taste. Our brain makes us want to eat sweet or salty food, but too much of this makes us unhealthy. There are a few ways we can make ourselves have a healthier diet. One way is to put food on smaller bowls or plates. When you eat from a smaller plate, you feel like you are eating more food than you eat from a bigger plate. This can help us avoid eating too much. The way food looks also affects what we eat. Sometimes we avoid eating healthy food, such as vegetables, because they don't look attractive. But you can mix healthy food with food you like. When you mix it with other kinds of food, it looks better to eat. Research shows that the kind of food we see just before our meals affects what we eat. At a buffet, for example, if we see something healthy like fruit first, we usually end up eating more healthy food during our meal. So start your meal with something healthy like fruit or salad. Okay, guys, so take your time to answer these questions. You can, as you know, to listen to it again, okay? If you listen carefully, you will find the answer like this. So check your answers, please. Okay, great. I want from you to think of this question and please let me know what you think of this, okay? So what problems do you think bad habits can cause, okay? شو هي المشاكل اللي ممكن العادة السيئة ممكن نسببها and what do you think is the best way to stop a bad habit? So let me please know what you're thinking or what's your thought. Yes, for me, I think we should, if we, as I told you, if we have a bad habit, we can replace it with a good one. But we need to practice that. We need to be patient and disciplined, okay? So, also, as I told you, do the thing that you want for 40 days and it will be a habit, okay? Okay, guys, after talking about habits, let's go to the pronunciation section, okay? Pronunciation in English called يعني اللفظ. Okay, so let's know about something called homophones. Homophones. I think it's a new thing for you. Homophones, it's a weird thing, يعني شيء غريب أو عجيب. So let's know together what's homophone. So pay attention together. Let's go.
Zippity, can we get zippity music? Awesome, thanks. As we mentioned earlier, today we're going to learn about homophones. Homophones are really, really weird, okay? They're very weird. Homophones are weird, like a cow that works in a city. You know, that just doesn't happen. You know, I mean, it's just like, what? So many questions. Why is this cow here? Who taught this cow how to wave? Why is this cow wearing clothes? Weird. I don't know if you believe me. Really, homophones are weird. I mean, they are weird. I mean, really, really weird. Okay, I know, I'm repeating myself. You need to understand these are really weird words, and we're going to show you why. You see, homophones are words that sound the same, but have different meanings and spelling. Another way of saying that is, homophones are words that sound the same, but look different and don't mean the same thing. They're kind of tricky, weird words that they sound the same, but they look different and they don't mean the same thing. Okay, I think you're ready. It's time to meet the homophones. We want to give you some examples of these words that sound the same, but they look different and they don't mean the same thing. Homophones. Same sound, different spelling and meaning, like nose and nose. They sound the same, don't they? The exact same. They're homophones because they've got very different meanings, don't they? The first nose is a part of your body. The second nose is when you have knowledge about something in your mind.
So homophones are words, okay, كلمات that have the same sound, نفس الصوت, نفس اللفظ, but they are different in spelling, مختلفات بالspelling في الكتابة أو الإملاء, and meaning, like nose and nose, okay? So look at them carefully and let's continue.
They have the same sound, but different spelling and different meaning. It's tricky, isn't it? It's a little weird. Homophones. Homophones. Same sound, different spelling and meaning, like 8 and 8. They sound the exact same, don't they? But one is a number, right? This first 8 is a number. The second 8 has to do with eating. The baby ate the watermelon. 8 and 8 are homophones. Homophones. Same sound, different spelling and meaning, like hey and hey. They sound the exact same, but they're homophones, aren't they? Because the first hey means hello, and it's spelled differently. Hello, hey. It's an informal way of saying hello, just like this friendly little bird is doing right now. Hey! The second hey is food for horses. They sound the same, but they have different spelling and different meaning. Hey and hey are homophones. We want to make sure you really understand this. Homophones are words that sound the same, but have different meanings and spelling. Like buy and buy. This first by means near or close to. The photographer that took this picture was by the grasshopper. This second by means to purchase. You do this at stores, don't you? This person is buying an apple. Buy and buy. They're homophones. Here's our final example of homophones. Flu and flu. This first flu isn't very fun at all. It's a type of sickness. The second flu is a lot more fun. This is a seagull that is flying. The seagull flew over the ocean. Flew and flew. They sound the exact same, but they are very different words, aren't they? They are homophones. Now this is something crazy. Did you know there are over 7,000 homophones in the English language? Over 7,000, and that's why we can't talk about all of them here. There are homophones that you probably know that we didn't have time to cover today, but there are over 7,000 of them in the English language. Hey, can you think of any other homophones? Maybe after you watch this video, try to come up with a list of homophones that you might know that we didn't cover in this video. They're a lot of fun. They're words that sound the exact same, but they have different meanings and different spelling. Okay, maybe after this video, you can give that a shot. Thanks for watching this video with us.
Okay, so after learning about homophones, I think it's interesting thing, isn't it? Okay, I want from you to write down some examples of homophones. Now let's go to the idiom section, and it's my favorite. Okay, do you know why? Idioms is an expression in English. Okay, I like it because it helps you to understand the native speakers and to understand the series and movies easier. اوكي اللي خاصة اللي بحضر أفلام أو مسلسلات الإيديومز بيسهلوا عليكم الفهم أكتر. So الإيديومز هون إحنا لما نحكي كلمة إيديوم أكيد إحنا ما بهمنا المعنى الحرفي وإنما معنى آخر. Okay, so let's read this example or this idiom and try to understand what does it mean. Okay, so old habits die hard. This is the idiom, okay? Old habits die hard. What does it mean? This means we have three choices: bad, سيء, or difficult, صعب, or scary, مخيف. It's bad to change your habit, or it's difficult to change your habits, or it's scary to change your habit. So what do you think? هلا لو بدنا نيجي نترجمها معنى حرفي، الأولد هابتس العادات القديمة die hard تموت أصعب. طبعا أكيد مش هيك معناها، بدنا نعرف شو المعنى الضمني أو معنى الإيديوم. okay, so to make it easy for you I will put it in an example. okay, so I will give you an example, so try to guess the meaning. okay, so we have a conversation between A and B. A عم بحكي إنه why are you up so early؟ هو بيخاطب B. okay, why are you up so early? You are retired now. You can sleep in. إنه بيحكي له ليه صاحي بدري، بإمكانك إنك هلأ أنت تقاعدت، بإمكانك إنك تنام. So B answer him, I know, but old habits die hard. Old habits die hard. So what does it be implied, or what does it be want to say? So what do you think? Bad or difficult or scary? What do you guess? Okay, so I will write the answer right here. Okay, so old habits die hard, it means it's difficult. Yeah, exactly, it's difficult to change your habits. إنه صعب إنه الواحد يغير عاداته. Okay guys, and this is the last thing that we will take in this lesson, and this very important and very useful one because it helps us to communicate with others and practice our English. Okay, so I want from you to all of you to do this assignment as an assignment or as an homework. So in this part I want from you to choose a person. Okay, uh, I want from you to contact from one of your friend or one of your relatives. um, you can call him on your mobile phone. Okay, so you can use your mobile phone is better, because I want from you to speak. Okay, so you can ask him about these things, these habits or these activities. Okay, so you can ask him, do you eat healthy meals? If he or she answers yes, yes I do, for example, you can ask him another questions like this: how often do you eat healthy meals? How often do you eat healthy meals؟ يعني كم مرة بتاكل أكل صحي. So here's we have an answer. For example, I try to eat something healthy twice a day. Once يعني مرة, twice مرتين. Okay, twice a day. He can say for example twice a week or twice a month. Okay, so please, after you asking him or her, please write the answers in your notebook and send it to me on our WhatsApp group. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you for watching and see you next week.